Shalom SVIVAH. This week's Torah portion is Parshat Vayishlach, and in it is one of what I think is the hardest stories in the entire Tanakh, which is the story of Dina. And I've been hearing a lot in the last few years of people actually referring to this Shabbat as Shabbat Dina, as a time that is set aside to be there, to be caring and supportive and loving towards anyone who's experienced any type of gender-based harm, and to make sure that people know that they are heard, believed, and seen. When I was looking at the verses, there's something that really struck me that I wanted to share with you, which is it starts with the very first two words of the story of Vatetzei Dina, and Dina went out. That's how these verses begin, and it's in singular. Dina goes out by herself, and then proceeds this horrible experience that she endures. And then afterwards, we don't hear from her, and we also don't see her being embraced or interacting with in any way by any other women. There are no other women in the story. And that's so striking to me, because I feel like, what would it have been like if instead of what Dina experienced in the aftermath, she was surrounded by a community of women who were there to listen to her, to see her, to support her, to care for her, to hold her? What would that have done for her? How would that have helped her in her path moving forward and helping her to find healing and comfort in whatever way she could? A friend of mine who experienced horrible gender-based violence shared with me that one of the hardest things she endured was the loneliness afterwards, and having a hard time being in community and finding places and finding people that would listen and really be there and really offer genuine support. So I wanted to, first of all, offer that on behalf of all SVIVAH, that as SVIVAH we care so deeply about anyone who's experienced this horrible, horrible experience. We are here for you, and we see you, and we love you, and we want to offer support in whatever way we can. That's the first piece, just know that you're loved and seen by us. And the second thing is, there's a song that I find so beautiful and sweet that talks about this idea of one woman supporting another. And it's not directly related to Dina, but it to me speaks to like what would have been so beautiful, what I wish I could have offered to Dina, and what maybe we can offer to one another in a community in some way. So I'm going to share a few lyrics from the song, and then we'll post it in the chat. The song is called Batli Pitom, You Suddenly Came to Me. So I'll read some of the lyrics for you. It says, and the town became quiet, and the sky became covered with darkness, with thick darkness. It was almost the evening of my life, Aval at Batli Pitom, but you suddenly came to me. You came to me suddenly, and you told me, Bowie, come on. God is keeping a place at the end of the day for women like you. I was almost stuck, but suddenly you came to me. So I wanted to share this song with you as something that inspires me to keep thinking about how we can be there for one another and offer a hand to anyone who has a story like Dina's. And maybe from our time now, even though Dina lived such a long time ago, maybe we can think of how we can emotionally demonstrate that we're learning from her story, and we're learning how to be there for people who need support. And sending you all so much love and wishing you a Shabbat Shalom.